Here he is, our big winner tonight, Curtis Blaydes. Your 5th main event ended in style in the 2nd round. You told us you were going to be organic. You weren't going to hunt for the finish. It just kind of came to you there in the 2nd round, didn't it?
Yes, sir. That's exactly what we wanted. That was organic. I didn't even really hunker down on that punch. I wasn't expecting that to be the one to drop him. it was organic. Exactly how we wanted.
Not a single takedown attempt for the first time in your UFC career.
That was on purpose.
Okay.
I wanted to make a statement that we did not need the wrestling. And also, I knew it was on his mind. I knew he was expecting it. The longer we went without it, the more he was like, when's it going to happen?
Anticipating it, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it slowed him down. I think because I know he's got hands, he's got footwork, but he was just waiting on that takedown. He had to have the wider stance. It really got in his head, and I used it.
Before I turn it over to Michael to ask the next question, I have to know, how long would you have gone without a takedown attempt? If later in the 2nd, 3rd round?
Beginning of the 3rd. Beginning of the 3rd. If that hadn't happened in that round, I was expecting to go that whole round just on the feet.
2nd round too.
You know, I got to ask you, Curtis, you've been in the UFC a long time. And you are here for a reason, but have you always had the stand-up tools? Has it been like a confidence issue, maybe needing to get over the hump to kind of let that part of your game show?
Yeah, I've always believed in my hands. The wrestling was so easy. It was always there. This heavyweight division, Owen in this division even understands how to sprawl. So I'm like, why wouldn't I do that? But then I also understand that's not what the fans want to see, and it takes a lot more energy.
You can see some of your handiwork right here as you're talking through it.
Yeah. It takes a lot more energy to grapple, and I didn't want to force it. I wanted the takedown to be like him trying to bum rush me, and then I'd just be able to sneak up under him. He didn't present it, so he was on the feet. That was accidental. Not accidental, but that wasn't – I did not expect that to be the strike to put him out.
You know, and that's why I asked if it was a confidence thing, because it didn't look like you really sat into that punch. It just looked like you've had the tools. You haven't had the confidence to put them on display. And I got to ask you, there's a lot of lists. There's a list of guys ahead of you, and you staked your claim about wanting Stipe, wanting Gane. Out of all the fights at heavyweight that you could potentially have next, which one entices you the most?
Gane. That's the fight. He was just in the title fight with Ngannou, and obviously, he hasn't shown me that he knows how to grapple. Him, we might force to grappling.
Yep.
You know, he's already shown a major hole. If I see Francis Ngannou take you down and hold you down, I can't help but be licking my lips for that matchup.
So you feel like Gane was somewhat exposed in that fight by Francis Ngannou?
I do. What else can you call it? Like when an obvious known power striker is able to take you down at will and able to impose his will on you on the ground, I think that's the hole, and it was exposed.
You know, you look at some of the heavyweight rankings right now, some of the names that we went over in there. Guys coming off big wins. Tai Tuivasa obviously staked his claim for wanting to be up there. Tom Aspinall last weekend. But then you come in here this weekend and starch Chris Daukaus the way that you did without even shooting a takedown or a feint like that. Where do you see yourself in that conversation as well as being one of the hot guys in the top 10 right now?
I think, like you bring up guys like Tuivasa, he's had highs and lows. I don't really have a lot of lows. He lost to Andrei Arlovski. I think I starched Andrei Arlovski. He lost to JDS. I did starch JDS. I feel like I'm the most complete heavyweight in this division, and I have the history. I have the resume to back it up.
Is there any other heavyweights you see in here that grappling-wise present a problem for you?
No, that was the one. That's the guy with the black belt, and we didn't even need to. So, I don't believe any heavyweight on the ground can give me any issues.
Yeah, we do have a problem, Curtis, because you've said that you don't want to focus on being famous. You just love fighting. Unfortunately, I think you're going to be famous here pretty soon. Really famous. You keep doing what you did.
You've got a lot of people behind you that want an autograph when you leave here.
Oh,
I got to ask you, Curtis. You know, we all saw Tom Aspinall's performance last weekend. Do you feel like what you just did stole his thunder? Because everybody was hot on him putting away Volkov in the first round, but I'm looking at that performance against Daukaus, and I'm thinking, you stole the thunder from Tom Aspinall. Do you feel like you kind of took that away from him a little bit?
It would only be right. Everyone always talking about striking. I won with striking. That's what the people want to see. That's what everyone else wants to see. I did it. I made myself do that. I could have easily taken him down. He's given up 20 pounds. I could have taken him down at will. I wanted to show I can strike.
This was a pretty fast victory earlier the second round when you got up here. I asked you if you had any injuries. You said you're good. How soon are you looking to get back in there against one of these opponents?
Anytime this summer, at least July.
Possible international
July,
fight week, big matchup.
Yeah. I'm looking, I want an interim title fight. So whenever that can happen, I'm ready for it.
And it's a possibility right now, not knowing with Ngannou.
Yeah. Yeah, who knows, and why not? Why not? I'm sure people, they wouldn't be angry about it.
I think after the performance you put on, I believe the UFC would love to see more of that, these type of knockouts out of you.
I'm down to give them to him.
I bet you are.
Thank you so much for coming on. Congratulations. What an unbelievable performance, Curtis. You got a whole slew of fans over here waiting to talk to you.
It's like half my high school.
Oh, nice.
I can't wait to see your YouTube page get going.
Yeah.
And you might need to do TikTok. I know you said you weren't going to do it, but
Yeah,
the kids love it, right?
yeah.
You might have to after tonight, all right?
Hey, and Curtis, that conversation we had in 2018, you're about to make me look very correct, my man.
Yeah.
You're well on your way,
remember,
brother.
bro.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.